Welcome to In Camera. Join me on my first ever trip to the amazingly beautiful Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming, USA. Get out here at Jackson Hole Airport and this is what greets me. Look at that, guys. Flippin' amazing. It's about 5:30 here. Mountains stretch all the way around. Alright, so I'm in my flippin' massive monstrosity of a vehicle, but it's pretty cool actually. And I am heading out to Mormon Corner, and I have the Tetons right over there. Right, so in Idaho at the moment, and this is going to be my last little recording before I sign. Good morning, everyone. New day. I'm at the Sawtell Mountain Resort, and this is about 22 miles away from Yellowstone Westgate, which I'll be heading to today. I'm probably going to go out and have a look for a couple of birds before I do that. Thank you.
That's a fancy looking one. Awesome. So 140. Perfect. First time to the park?
First time to the park.
That's a lot of park. We have 2 million acres.
Wow.
We cover it all in one day.
That is huge.
We're open.
Okay.
I would recommend doing all the geothermals first.
Yep.
They'll move.
Yep.
And then I would venture onto the east side of the park, Lamar Valley or Hayden Valley, for more of the wildlife.
Beautiful.
All right.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Here we are. First drive-in to Yellowstone National Park. My first serious sighting of big game was this small herd of bison, approximately 20 kilometers along the West Entrance Road. Needless to say, I was tremendously excited, to the point that I got out of my car to film them. This was, of course, greeted by shouts and yells of "Get back into the car, Touron," which in Yellowstone parlance is a combination of the words tourist and moron. I must stress, though, that I made sure it was safe to do so, and I was more than the recommended distance, which is 25 yards or 22 meters. Wolves and bears have a recommended distance of nearly 100 meters. So my next stop was Firehole Falls, just after the turn-off to Old Faithful Snow Lodge. A little further up from Firehole Falls, I managed to spend some time with this beautiful breeding pair of osprey. I used to have a wonderful book about the Indian Wars in America. It covered both the East Coast and the West Coast. It was very interesting. I just passed a sign that says the Nez Perce Trail. So and this is where the Nez Perce lived, and they actually put up quite a stiff resistance against the US Army in the 1800s. Man, oh man, there's steam everywhere. So I'm now headed up to the Grand Prismatic. A little bit of a trek, but apparently well worth it. Folks, this is the Grand Prismatic. About a kilometre and a half walk. So I made one mistake here, and that is I did not bring a long lens on this walk. I got it in the car, but I brought this for landscapes. And on the way I saw this most amazing, could be a lazuli bunting, but I'm guessing, I don't know, but absolutely beautiful cobalt blue bird. So yeah, live and learn, eh? Have a look around my cabin. Yeah, and here's the bathroom. So it is small, but it's cozy. Good enough for one person. So learning my lesson. I've got both my cameras with me now. This one and this one. So that is the Black Sand Basin.
sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Never you calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time.
After Firehole Falls, my next stop was the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone and the Hayden Valley. So I believe this is the start of the Hayden Valley, and this is supposed to be a good wildlife spot. So yeah, I'll go along here a little while and then see how we go. So this is my final port of call before I turn around. Lake Yellowstone with the Absaroka Mountains in the background there. Alright, home James. On my way back up the Hayden Valley towards Old Faithful Snow Lodge, I had the best sighting of the day. Alright, huge excitement. First bear, so that was great. Everyone was going crazy around here. The park rangers were out with their rifle. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Got a bit of footage. So after a long and very eventful but tiring day, I headed back to my accommodation for my last night at Old Faithful. Alright, checkout time, and this is my last full day in the park. I might come back in tomorrow morning, but I'm not sure. It's interesting, the weather's been beautiful, and this morning was a bit overcast though, but so it looks like it might be clearing up. I see there's a bit of sun coming through, so I might be heading off to Old Faithful as well. Be a shame to miss that while I'm here. Before I visited Old Faithful, I managed to glimpse this pine marten running past my cabin. This guy was very difficult to get a pic of due to it being constantly on the move, and I only got one photo. Incredible animals, they hunt constantly due to their very fast metabolism. They're about the size of a cat and weigh only 1 to 3 pounds, but tackle prey that are often much larger than they are, like snowshoe hares, but also smaller fares such as squirrels and mice. Right, here at Old Faithful and waiting for it to explode. Alright, so I'm now heading up to the northern part of the park, and the weather's starting to turn a bit as well, so, and it looks a bit like sleet almost. And now the sun's out again. This northern part of the park is definitely more hilly, mountainous even. Rocks everywhere, beautiful landscapes. In terms of wildlife, I didn't have anything terribly exciting on this final day, but there were some nice things to see, like ducks that I haven't seen before, and some elk, and a yellow-bellied marmot as well. Alright, so here we are at Roosevelt Lodge, and I'm heading back now. Once again in the distance, the ubiquitous bison, they're everywhere. They're like the impala of the Kruger Park. So saying farewell to this beautiful place, well, not the roadworks of course. So I'm staying in Gardner tonight, which is down there in the valley, which will bring me to an end to this once in a lifetime trip. In summary, Yellowstone has got to be seen firsthand. It's a place of great beauty and serenity with so many scenic moments. We can only try and do it justice by taking photos and footage. I don't think we really get close, but we try. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get more wildlife, but what I saw was amazing to me as a first-time viewer. and really the overall experience was just breathtaking. So I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to go there or has the opportunity. Thank you for watching, and see you all again sometime.